Party, and welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of part 26 of the Holy Cross Crusaders franchise mode. And yeah, welcome to the episode. First off, I'd like to point out that if you missed last week's episode, maybe you decided to skip it, maybe you just didn't want to watch the preseason, but maybe you decided to watch. Now, I'm glad you did, because there's a very good reason for why we are playing through the preseason. We're only playing the offense, I'll let you know that. And that is because we are looking to find out, with preseason performance, who will be the starting quarterback of the Holy Cross Crusaders in the regular season. Whether it will be current starting quarterback, Corey Fapiano, or whether it will be backup quarterback, Alphonse Fakanji. So far, what we're going to be doing is over the next 4 weeks, we are going to be playing each game with each offense, with Alphonse Fakanji playing Corey Fapiano playing the first and fourth quarter, and Alphonse Fakanji playing the second and third quarter. It depends on who gets on how many games each has gotten. If one player gets 3 or 4 games, if one quarterback plays 3 games or 4 games better than the other quarterback played, then he will be the starter. If both quarterbacks only play, 2 games better than each other, then Corey Fapiano will remain the starting quarterback for the regular season. Now, what happened last week is that Alphonse Fakanji played better, so he's got one up right now. If he plays better than Corey Fapiano again this week, then he is obviously going to have a very good position as the quarterback this year. Maybe not the starter, depends. What I take into account is their performance, so how many completions they've had, on how many attempts, on how many touchdowns, how little interceptions, and I also take into account what receiving line they play with and what offensive line they play with. Now, another thing I'd like to say and point out is that people have asked me why I don't do face cams for the Holy Cross Crusaders franchise mode, and it's because I'd like you to focus on both the gameplay and kind of like the comedy aspect to it, because I yell a lot in these episodes, and apparently you guys like to think that's funny. So, and I'm glad you do, because it's very enjoyable for me to, play through these games, but it gets me mad sometimes. So, let's get into this game. Obviously, we have to set up the regular uniforms. So, yeah, there we go. We are obviously the Crusaders, or the Green Bay Packers, and we are going up into this game with a 1-0 record. Obviously, I don't care what my record is in the preseason. I just care about who performs better at the quarterback position, whether it's Corey Fapiano or Alphonse Fakanji. So, let's raise the stakes here. If Alphonse Fakanji wins this game today, he has 2 performances better than Corey Fapiano, which means Corey Fapiano has to outperform Alphonse in weeks 3 and 4 of the preseason to keep his job. If Alphonse Fakanji loses this game, if Corey Fapiano does better in this game, then they're going to be tied 1-1, and the quarterback in particular would have, let's say Alphonse, to become starter, has to win both games, or has to perform better in both games, or in weeks 3 or 4. So, we get into the offense right now. We're going to be doing a lot of passing plays, which is why I don't expect to win much in the preseason. And Corey Fapiano is starting. And Kingston Zenek with a short pass reception for about 2 yards. Still, Fapiano 1 for 1. That helps. I mean, going perfect on completions and attempts is, it goes a long way. Guglielmo with a first down and 12 yards. I was about to say 11. We keep sim clock on, and we do very few running plays. Usually we run to kind of gain small yards just to keep the possession alive, so that way we have more opportunities with each quarterback. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning. Fix your helmet later, Corey. Fabiano doing well. Maybe learn from last week.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down.
Moving downfield. A touchdown for Papiano would go a long way, too.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback, it doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet.
5 for 5 for Papiano, 37 yards.
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get
This is so far a very good possession for Corey Papiano.
It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
It's looking very good for him.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And Wyatt Shea with a reception and a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard.
Papiano 6 for 6 so far.
They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time.
It's going to be sacked.
They got him for a sack.
I looked for him, couldn't find him.
Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play.
Right.
They gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Oh boy, he threw off foot. That wasn't supposed to go to that side, or that as to the right as it did. I will say that was a bad call on me, but there was a problem overall, and the problem really was the fact that it kind of sailed too far to the right. I'll say that. It went too far to the right.
25-yard line as this offense gets set to take
So
over.
I'm not going to really count that interception into much as more than just an inaccurate pass, because that was a bad decision by me as well.
Will they recover?
And Alphonse already with a great pass. I believe that's half the yards that Corey Fabiano threw on just one play.
Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that is...
Oh my God! Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Adam Raza went insane there. Okay, that was almost an incredible touchdown. Okay. Maybe he's a starter. That was pretty damn cool.
Back to throw here. That is
Oh shit! Adam Raza! Jesus Christ! Adam Raza went beast mode on that. Okay. So Alphonse already outperforming Corey Fabiano. Even though Fabiano did really well controlling the ball. Okay. That was also a bad pass by me. So I'm not going to count either interception, because that was just a really bad decision by me. And a really early throw at that. Really shouldn't have thrown that. So that is on me.
If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
So there's that. But Alphonse, minus that interception, is doing really well right now.
But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
We're going to have to run it.
put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
We don't want to use timeouts all too much.
And now they're in the hurry up. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Okay, I should have gone up for that. Really should have gone up for that. Let's just control the ball a little bit more. Or no.
Things aren't very even right now, are they?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout.
We want to control the ball more. Give the quarterbacks more opportunity to get the ball off.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Okay, almost an interception. I would have had to count that because it showed his performance on the run. So we shouldn't run or shouldn't toss it on the run with Alphonse, at least all too often. Okay. We don't need the win. We just want to see how the quarterbacks can perform. And no. Okay. So we took a gamble. Which is all right. Because you know what? It didn't end up as an interception. It wouldn't have ended up as an interception. And it was just an incompletion. Could have added a touchdown, but it wasn't, which is nothing to be sad about. Just an interception. That's fine. We're fine. We're all good, guys. We're all good. All right. Alphonse gets another chance to step out on the field. Possibly the final drive of Alphonse's second game. Alphonse is just eyeing the field really well. Maybe if we do if they split the games 2 and 2, they'll just split the games in the season. I meant to bullet past that. It wasn't supposed to fly out. Some of these things are on me. I'll say that. I'll admit it.
It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
What the fuck? I got that off. Okay, fine. That sucks, but still. Okay. Lee.
Understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was
it's fine. We can just go for it. We don't need to win the game. We just need to see the performances.
And I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't.
Okay, come on. Defense needs to hold up. Alphonse gets another opportunity. A lot of this just goes with, Alphonse's position in slot. Alphonse has the opportunity to throw it downfield. And, okay. I don't know if I count that one. Primarily because that was both on Alphonse's specific throw. Oh my god! Alright, that wasn't on Alphonse. That was on Lee. It wasn't on specifically Alphonse's throw, but Alphonse's throw had a part in it, as did Adam Roz's specific rush to it. Almost was a bad decision.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh my God, Karan Brown! Jesus Christ!
32, good enough for a first
Karan
down.
Brown went
He
beast
goes
mode
for
on that
18
run.
there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. 17.
We want to get the ball downfield.
The drive will continue.
I'm going to try to halfback screen on this play.
Now on first down.
Okay!
And he'll be brought down.
Why did you run backwards? I would love to know that.
There. That's really gonna
That was a
set him back
fucked
for
up
second
thing to
down.
do.
They'll drop the throw.
Okay, Griffin's going downfield.
Receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory.
Just going to take one timeout.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete.
Can we get one more off? No, we can't.
It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
All right. All right. We saw what Alphonse could do. Now we got to see what Corey Fabiano can do. Adam Roz is switched out for Kingston. Will Guglielmo switched out for Lee. Wallace is switched out for fucking whatever his name was, Spire. And Griffin is subbed out for Wyatt. And then Karan Brown gets subbed out for Mark August. Which I forgot to do last game. Right, Fabiano. It's possible to do. Alphonse helped him out a lot with the field position. Possible touchdown.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to.
And a touchdown for Corey Fabiano as well. So Alphonse only has one deserving interception.
7-0. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score.
The books you think I wrote are way too thick.
When you're playing catch up,
And this is going to go a while.
it's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again.
Who needs 1,000 metaphors to figure out you shouldn't be a dick? And I don't watch you when you sleep.
What about the defense?
Surprisingly, I don't use my omnipotence to be a fucking creep.
Need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense. Is it more pressure? Is it more?
Fumble for Corey Fabiano. That is just as bad as an interception because it's a turnover. Dare I say worse? Dare I say worse? Because as a quarterback, you should expect to get hit a couple times. You shouldn't fumble it. Oh, that was a bad idea. I pressed the wrong button.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the
Look at this. We're putting up, more than 300 yards in the fucking preseason.
not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
DeAndre Wallace. Oh, this could go for another touchdown.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh my God! It was almost another touchdown.
At the 1-yard line.
Coaches really don't
Surprisingly, I don't use my omnipotence. You fucking creep.
ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
He'll drop to throw.
Touchdown for Kingston. And that's 2 touchdowns for Corey Fabiano. I would say 3 touchdowns, or a 2 touchdown to 3 touchdown difference for Corey Fabiano would be the same as Alphonse's touchdown.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the game.
We're not even trying to win.
Last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
But we're leading.
Back to throw here.
Into the fullback.
This one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at
Before the 2-minute
40-yard
warning.
line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make
Those running yards go a long way too.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw.
And he's sacked.
He's taken down.
Why are the Jets trying to win this game?
Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Oh, incomplete. We can go for one more play. See if it works.
Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Griffin's are going to remain our tight end.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Griffin ends up picking up the first down. Who's it going to be on? It's going to be on us.
29.
Oh, it's on the defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding.
Oh, I should have declined it. I'm a fucking idiot.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Okay.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That was on me. That was on me. It was a bad decision.
Next possession, the
I'll admit it.
7-0. The Packers offense
But it's
now
still 1
moving
interception to 1 fumble.
to the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your confidence comes into play.
We try to win the football game.
This is all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done.
We'll try to win the football game, but I don't think it really matters at this point.
They think they can go ahead and get it done.
Try to win it through the air.
This makes perfect. He's back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw.
Oh,
Pressure there, taken
that one counts.
Broadway. A great
That one counts. We lost the preseason game, but that's fine. That one counts because that's pretty much the same as a fumble. That's pretty much the same as a fumble. So it's time to look at the QB stats for the Crusaders. We'll look at Corey Fabiano's stats first. 109.5 QB rating, 15 for 20, which is good. 246 passing yards. Alphonse, even though he doesn't have more passing yards, Alphonse has him beat. Because he played with the secondary line. Corey Fabiano with what Alphonse got with the secondary line, should be like 350, 400 with the first line that Corey Fabiano has. Fabiano beats him in completions to attempts, beats him in QB rating. QB rating doesn't matter too much to me. Passing yards, Alphonse Fakanji has it there. Touchdowns, I'm going to call it even, and interceptions, Fabiano and Alphonse Fakanji both had 1, so turnovers, they both had 1, but Fabiano also had 1 fumble, so he had 2 turnovers to Alphonse's 1, so the turnover ratio goes, or how about this? All right, Corey Fabiano beats Alphonse in completions to attempts. And that's about it. Alphonse Fakanji beats Corey Fabiano in yards. and turnover differences. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Even though Corey Fabiano had a better game, Alphonse Fakanji had a better performance. Corey Fabiano only threw one legitimate interception, and it was not holding onto the ball. It was kind of like a last-ditch effort to throw it, but it got picked off instead. That has to count, as does the fumble. Alphonse Fakanji only threw one interception that was deserved, and that was the one that was to Adam Raza. Part of it was on Alphonse, part of it was on Adam Raza. I'm going to say it, Alphonse Fakanji wins this preseason week. So Alphonse Fakanji officially has 2 better performances to Corey Fabiano's 0, which means if Alphonse has a better performance than Fabiano next week, he will walk out as the starting quarterback for the Holy Cross Crusaders, which is pretty much a big deal because that means he will be leading our team for the regular season and the remainder of